Global happenings today. We communicate. We analyze global news. Stay tuned.
Hello, beautiful people. Welcome back to our channel. Some few days back, or just a day back, the president of Wike Deputy Minister took time and dragged out the BoT Chairman and the president of Senator Adolphus Wabara, saying that if he was his father, he would have literally disowned him. Well, as we speak right now, the elder statesman, Senator Adolphus Wabara, have decided to respond and reply him. We're going to get full details on that. Don't also forget, in that media chat that Wike had, he took time also to speak on the fact that Wabara betrayed Wabara, and of course he didn't mention Peter Odili, but he said the elder betrayed the president Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Well, a certain group have decided to write to him and also to the president that if there's anybody who did this at all, was actually him, and they give lowdown of how he betrayed the president Bola Ahmed Tinubu. We're going to give you full details on all of these two very major news. Before we do that, kindly subscribe to our channel. Now, according to the news, the former Senate President and Chairman of the People's Democratic Party Board of Trustees BoT, Senator Adolphus Wabara, has responded to recent comments by Wike, the Minister of the FCT, Federal Capital Territory. Wike, during a live chat over the weekend, stated that if Wabara were his father, he would disown him. Wabara, however, declined to escalate the matter, choosing instead to focus on his integrity and his record. In a statement addressing Wike's remarks, Wabara had expressed disappointment at the language used by the minister, urging him to be mindful of his words and verify his facts before making public statements. I will expect a man of his caliber and status to mind his language and words. He should be sure of his facts, but I don't want to join issues with Wike and dignify him, Wabara said. The former Senate President questioned the basis of Wike's comment, asking what he meant or what he might have done to warrant such an attack. He added that for his son to disown his father, the father must have wronged him in a significant way, and he challenged Wike to specify any wrongdoing on his part. Can Wike please tell the world what it is I did wrong to him? Wabara queried. Addressing the allegation of corruption, Wabara reaffirmed his commitment to integrity, stating that he has always upheld his reputation and remains undaunted by corruption. Nigerians know those who are corrupt, and I can proudly say and beat my chest that I am not one of them. I, Adolphus Wabara, am not corrupt, he declared. Wabara emphasized that he would not engage in a public exchange with Wike, citing a lack of respect for elders on the minister's part. His response underscores his decision to maintain dignity and focus on issues that matter to the PDP and Nigerians rather than be drawn into personal conflict. He said, and I quote him word for word again, talking about corruption, Nigerians know those who are corrupt, and I can proudly say and beat my chest that I am not one of them. I, Adolphus Wabara, I am not corrupt. I won't be joining issues with people who have no respect for elders. And of course, this group have decided also to speak concerning the issue of sabotage. And this is none other than HURIWA, who have also decided to speak on the issue of Wike's reconciliation and all that. Now, this is what the group got to say. He said Wike's loyalty to the president is nothing more than window dressing. His continued legal battles against Governor Wabara's administration shows a calculated effort to disrupt governance in Rivers State and create a parallel power structure that benefits his political interest. HURIWA dismissed Wike's call for reconciliation as unnecessary, asserting that Governor Wabara does not need reconciliation with someone whose action will really undermine the state's resources and governance. The association noted that Rivers State Treasury is not a public purse to be allegedly plundered in the name of political compromise. Governor Wabara does not need Wike's reconciliation, which would undoubtedly come at the cost of the public purse. The statement read, the people of Rivers State deserve a government focused on delivering development and stability, not one entangled in endless political schemes orchestrated by individuals seeking to protect their personal interests. The association also condemned the current situation in the Rivers State House of Assembly, where factionalism has led to the creation of a parallel assembly. HURIWA described the defection of 27 lawmakers to the All Progressive Congress APC and the ensuing power struggles as a direct consequence of Wike's alleged divisive politics. The politics The political crisis in Rivers State is a reflection of Wike's obsession with controlling the state. Even after his tenure as governor, HURIWA asserted the defection of lawmakers and the emergence of a factional speaker are part of a calculated plan to weaken Governor Wabara's administration and maintain an undue grip on the state political landscape. HURIWA called on President Tinubu to take a decisive stand against actions that undermine peace accords and destabilize governance at the state level. The association urged the president to hold all parties accountable and ensure that political actors respect the rule of law and democratic process. The president's intervention was a step in the right direction, but it must be followed by firm action to hold accountable those who betray their accord. HURIWA stated that Rivers State deserves peace, stability and development, and this can only be achieved when the rule of law prevails and political actors prioritize the interests of the people over their ambitions. HURIWA concluded by expressing confidence in Governor Wabara's leadership and commitment to the people of Rivers State. But one thing they said that is quite unique was the fact that, according to HURIWA, they said that it is hypocritical for Wike to accuse Governor Wabara of disloyalty when the minister himself has actively sabotaged the accord. HURIWA stated this: while Wabara complied with the president's directive and withdrew a critical legal matter in a gesture of reconciliation, Wike continued to pursue multiple suits in various courts, culminating in a controversial judgment declaring his factional speaker as legitimate. This is ultimate betrayal of the accord and an insult to the president's effort to mediate peace. And that's exactly what is going on. Right now, the case has moved to Supreme Court level, where the very one that would have, kept Wabara safe has been withdrawn by Wabara many months back. But yet, Martin Amohele group and Martin Amohele and his group of lawmakers or ex-lawmakers have pursued it up to the level of Supreme Court. But right now, the question that HURIWA is asking now, who then betrayed who? Who then sabotaged the peace accord? From what HURIWA is saying, they are saying that Wike actually was the one who sabotaged the whole peace accord. My colleague is in the house. What's your take?
Well, exactly what the people are saying, and HURIWA with the other group are saying. Unfortunately, what Wike intended was actually window dressing, just having a way of attracting the president to himself. But the main intent that he has at heart is concealed, and we all have seen it being played out. Dragging Wabara and the others down to the president was just a way of trying to see how he can, use the president to secure back, the state for himself, so that he can use it at the time needful to do whatever he will do. Most people are already believing that the Supreme Court, based on the trail thus far, we are not trying to preempt it, but based on the trail thus far, most people are already giving it to Wike, and that's why pointers have started coming out that unfortunately, one of the worst moves by Wabara was for him to withdraw that case, But that was to align with it. Now, if you look at the peace accord, which is almost 8 in number, the only one that Wabara did not do was one, which was representation of that budget. That's the only thing he did not do. But for the other ones, he did. They talked about the issue of withdrawing that the two parties, the dual parties, have to withdraw that case. But Amawale did not.
That was the only one they gave them to do.
Yeah, that was the only one they gave them to do.
Yes.
And Amawale and Wike did not withdraw it because they had an intent, and the intention was so that at the end of the day, everything will lead to possible, kicking out Wabara and all of that. So, but right now, most parties are coming on to talk about it. But let's reflect on, the issue of Wabara. Wabara speaking up. I love the way Wabara is a respected personality. Now, being respected does not mean that you have to hold all the posts in the world. That's not what gives you the respect. But the way you conduct yourself, especially when crises are staring at your face. Unfortunately, not all older men, with all that they have acquired, like wealth and position, can show that exemplary attitude, because sometimes the first thing that hits my mind is, if they play out your attitude via another person, can you stand it? And he has already shown that he can't even stand it. Imagine a grown man like Wabara, who had not for once dragged him out, only trying to say this is the right thing that should be done in PDP and let's move like that. But you talk to those people and you make certain references, which clearly discredits them, and you forget the fact that these people are from different regions. Ordinarily, if this thing was done to a respectable northerner, the northerners would have come with so much words, in their mouth. But, Wabara is just trying to make sure that he handles this with peace. That's why I say I don't want to join issues with him, you understand? Because I know this guy does not have rules when he's fighting. He uses everything to fight, you understand? So I think that's the position Wabara is taking. But however, it's important for us to know that we all are in politics in Nigeria, whether you like it or not, you will not remain in the center stage forever. At one point in your life, you'll be kicked out. That's one thing that is sure. And, sometimes the best time to walk away is when you have accumulated for yourself so much respect, such that if people turn back and look at it, they will give you thumbs up. And unfortunately, I think Wike has gotten enough respect for him. I'll kindly advise that you opt out and allow peace to be, because it's looking as though very soon from PDP, we've moved from River State. PDP is like, River State my own. PDP is now my own. Very soon, it's going to hit Nigeria my own. Because the attitude of my own, and because the way it is accelerating, that's why I said President being a wise man should know that there are certain pointers and he should be careful. As much as most people are crucifying Wabara, the only thing he did not do was representation of that. I wish he was even on a silence pad waiting for a lot of things to take shape, rushing down to withdraw, because all the blames, both in the appeal, Federal High Court and all of that, points to that direction. That what marred the whole thing was the fact that he went and withdrew his own, which he wouldn't have, And I don't even know if he can start up another case right now, to see how he can win at the end of the day. But however, everybody is just watching to see what it will look like. But then it's important for us to know that what goes around comes around. Someday we will see our kind. Possibly we may not like it.
I just hope that technicality won't come into play here. But then all eyes are on the